in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. Go! To last with the webs I'm weaving, I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grieving. Put your foot on the gas, no, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it, I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it, you know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic, keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy, the enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me, I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this, freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus, living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it, go on and take your aim, yeah. Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the gas, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grieving. Put your foot on the gas, no, never stop competing, yeah.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know.
Alrighty.
Superior, get off of me.
Hello everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. I do apologize for any mishaps and malfunctions. Let's bring you guys over and actually here. Hello. Alright, let's get this music off and let's get into the game. We are in American Truck Simulator, and I think we've got a cool run here. We'll turn you down, thank you. Just kind of have our background tunes. Hello everybody, thank you so much for being here. I just threw some few gifted memberships out. I honestly forgot that was even a thing, really. So if you got a gifted membership, thanks so much. And some people are going to wonder where it came from, because YouTube, it just works in mysterious ways. That's happened to me, where I literally am like, I might not even be on YouTube, and I'm just like, I got a notification. So, thank you everybody and anybody who does watch this and sees us. I do apologize for being MIA in a way. Life has, you know, definitely been lifing. I do hope everybody is doing well and staying safe, staying warm. It has been very cold in the northern hemisphere. I know it's been pretty hot in the southern hemisphere, so if you're down under or something, please stay cool. Without further ado, we're gonna get started. AV, hello. Thank you so much for dropping by, my man. So good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. This is, I am using a new headset, so I think this is my first or second stream with it. I can't remember if my last stream actually used it or not. So, we are in, I built a new truck and I didn't know if I was going to do a stream. This is just going to be kind of a random cruising stream. And I just wanted to get out there and have some fun, and I figured go for a drive. I'll take some of you guys with. Let's get her fired up here. Oof. A bit of a crackle. Oh boy. Not good. I don't suppose this is any better. I do wonder if it's like is it just everything I'm saying, or is it certain things? Game audio is good. To be honest, I was thinking of just kind of cruising and not saying a lot, so maybe that'll work out. I do have my other headset, which I think kind of I think maybe what my problem is my controller jack is actually the thing that might be on its way out, because this is brand new. Occasional crackle. Okay. I wonder if it'd be worth trying the other headset just to see if it will work. It could be it. Okay. We'll just keep going. If it's, I appreciate you saying something. Yeah, I wish there was a better way for me to like get live audio feedback without like muting myself and like listening to the delay of YouTube or something. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's a better way, like professional, but we're gonna just go with it if it's somewhat bearable. Basically, the truck here is 379 day cab. It has been a while since I've had a day cab in American Truck Simulator, and I always like the look, you know, short cab, you know, with a long hood, just kind of gives it the hot rod look. Now the trick here, I guess, I didn't really even mean to do a funky reveal, but this is the, it's like a day cab conversion. So it's got this extra bit here on the back where kind of a sleeper used to be, or you can just convert a normal day cab into it, and it gives you some extra leg room. I can't really see much because it's dark in here and there's no interior lights in this truck. Excuse me, which is totally fine. But it does sound really good. I might actually... Let me know if the game audio is too loud, because this is a fucking loud truck. Slav Jerry's Detroit 12.7 straight pipe. I think it might be kind of echoing or reverberating because we're under the awning here, which is really cool. We are not on the beta. If anybody has done the beta, please let me know. Oh, YouTube's being stupid. Hold on. I love it. Oh, I love it. I did also put a poll in there. Just curious to see what you guys think. If you guys have a favorite truck other than Peterbilt or Kenworth, because I'm, you know, I'm that guy. I'm over Peterbilt, Kenworth. There's the lights. Let's just get out and we can start talking. Because also, if the crackle's annoying, maybe it'll get drawn out a little bit. Yeah, I'm just curious. Other than the kind of two main and common ones. So I'm gonna lift it up a little bit. I tell you what would almost be better here is let's we can lift it all the way. So that's normal. Lift it down, because it's a little high. I like that the suspension on this truck is very adjustable. Some it's like, you know, it's only so high, so low. It's pretty much whatever you want here, realistically. Alright. So this is the truck is Brewbilt's 379. It's actually a 378 short hood and a 379 long hood mod, and I feel like that is a really cool thing and has become a little more popular in the last few years, is having a mod that is sort of, you know, inherently in a way a couple trucks in one, you know what I mean? Like, it is the same truck, okay? But it's totally aesthetically different with the short hood or the long hood, and there's some other mods I think that are even go further than that, but it really is just sort of changing the hoods, and I don't want to say that, but I think Jeff at Half-Fast Gaming did it the best. One of the first people to do it, at least the best, let's say that. Because he had like a 370, it was actually a 377 I think originally, and then it turned into like a 357, and then a 378 and a 379, and shout out for the 377, because that is one of my favorite underrated little trucks. It's Peterbilt, but like still I think underrated. Oops, let's put a blanker on here. So yeah, this is not the beta. I have been wanting, I've been out of the loop, you know. Let's actually go here. Okay. Like that. Game changer with the engine and the turbo. Okay. That's what I'm kind of hearing, that this is, I did actually, for the first time in years probably, I did watch a video of kind of like, here's what's new in the beta, you know. It's just sort of funny. Ooh, it's a little funky, but still actually cool looking. Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. It seems like this beta is really setting up for kind of the next update or two to be really good. Hold on, you know, there might be the occasional crackle. Give me a second. I do think, here we go, if I'm wondering if it is the audio jack a little bit, so when I'm like shifting, I was kind of bumping the, so we're just going to try that. Just going to try that. There we go. Oops, there we go. But yeah, okay. I heard that. That's just the game. It seems like it's really setting up for the next, you know, big update with, you know, the cars, and sort of the, yeah, that's kind of what people are saying. It's kind of subtle changes, but overall makes a big difference. Wow, I just feel like I'm not driving right. So, pretty realistic. Oops. Turn the lights on. I did a short run just to make sure everything was working. And it was. Shout out, see, yeah, as always, you know ball. Marmons are so sick. One of my favorite, they've gotten some more love and attention recently, the last couple of years, which is great, because, I mean, they're not super common. Again, going back to Jeff at Half-Fast Gaming, he did a Marmon mod. I think it says to be in this lane. That's what we're going with. It is early. It's 5:30 here in the morning. We're coming out of Los Angeles. We're going to be driving through Los Angeles, ultimately heading for Flagstaff, Arizona. I've been wanting to do some kind of driving in the south, kind of where it's nicer out, because it's been crappy snow and very cold here. So kind of want to get away with that. So I did take out the winter weather mod. I do love it. Grimes is awesome, but it's too good. It's too well done. And speaking of suspension, I think I do have a suspension mod enabled, which you can kind of see. Something? Or is it just saying traffic? I think I was just telling us traffic is coming in. I have seen a couple Marmons in person. The first Marmon I actually saw was the cab over. And it's one of my favorite cab overs because it is just a box. It might be one of the boxiest cab overs I've ever come on. You could come across. I don't remember the model, but Dodge in the I think it was in the 70s or whatever, they had another one that was like late 60s, or look at that pink, like Metro, Geo Metro or something. I love that. Hold on. Get around, or get Mr. Red Bull here. You guys, honestly, it's too good. He just did too good. Like, I get it, the novelty wears off too quick because it's not wearing off in real life. Oh, man. Yeah, Marmon are they're very cool. I love their cab overs. Day, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Absolutely appreciate that. And anybody else who is watching, please, if you haven't, hit that like button, because it does help with the stream and the channel. Oh, thank you so much. I did see the update for the beta is going to have doubles in the fucking training module. What do they call it? I think driving school. Clearly something I should be taking a part in. I don't know how many times I've said that. It is crazy how much time there is and isn't in a day, you know what I mean? In a week. even if you take the week off, I just, you know? From work, it's like there's still so much to do and so little time. But honestly, it does make it all that much more special when you get the time to hang out and play, so. Some of my other favorite cab overs are Freightliners. I just absolutely adore them. Especially the white Freightliners. That was like the 70s, late 60s into the 70s, and they just, I don't know, man, they just got the look. Okay, you know, kind of the big three cab overs, in my opinion, were the Peterbilts, the Kenworths, and the Freightliners. Kind of how here you'll see the suspension a little better here. I'm very curious to see how you see how rubbery it is, and so it kind of feels like we're on air, but it also does lack a little bit of. It feels like the best that it can be with what it is for what it is. It's doing the best it can do with what it has, you know. I just love the Southwest of the United States. It is just geographically stunning. Absolutely stunning. I will say, speaking of the winter mod, so we're not using the Frosty Winter Weather mod, and it's a little confusing if you don't know. It's not Frosty's Winter Weather mod. It's Grimes' Frosty Winter Weather mod, right? I swear for the longest time I just thought it was Frosty's Winter Weather mod. But so he has other seasons, including like mild winter or late autumn or something, which is cool. I'd love to see like a, you know, high autumn or whatever, peak autumn. I can imagine that would be pretty taxing. Let's see, where are we? Hell yeah, coming through Barstow, baby. I do wish there was an add-on. Someone would make an add-on for, there's a couple cool truck stops and truck washes in Barstow, California that are kind of well known within the trucking world. They used to really be kind of the go-to spot back in the day, and they still are very cool. You'll see people truck spotting if you literally just were to type in, you know, Barstow, you know, semi-truck or whatever. I think it's Little Sisters is the truck wash, and Vernon's truck wash out of Barstow. They're kind of on opposite sides of town. A lot of cool truck spotting videos coming out of there. Speed up a little bit here. Now the sun is out. Kind of show off the truck here a little bit. But yeah, so we are using Grimes' summer mod, and like it does look and feel really good. So it is like a graphics mod too. It's not just weather, so it's kind of a all-encompassing. It's a pretty cool deal. SES forum, or if you just Google Grimes's, or even if you Google just ATS Frosty Winter Weather mod, you'll find him and his other mods as well. Just if anybody hasn't known already, isn't aware. GMC General is not only again, there's the ball, man. There's some ball knowledge right there. That's always, I even before I really knew what truck was what, that was one of my favorites because Smokey and the Bandit Part 2. I mean, it's hard to beat the A model from the first movie. It's hard to beat the first movie, but it is a good second movie for what it is. Again, you know, sequels back then, and you know, sequels back then were just as bad as, you know, could be just as bad as they are now. But yeah, at least the trucks are cool, and there's some cool animals. Let's just say that in the movie. Yeah, the GMC General, and then they also have the Chevrolet made a Bison, is what it was called, which is the Chevy version. And I feel like the Chevy Bison is a little bit more rare. They're virtually the same thing, just like a GMC Silverado or a GMC Sierra and a Silverado. God, look at that, man! Just mountains. It would be like just a dream to just be able to drive around. I don't know, this kind of area in a sports car. Obviously, maybe some more B roads or whatever. But I am very excited to drive a car around. Ooh, Route 68, which again, also the update, the beta update has has updates to Route 66, including Arizona, which I saw that and I was like, okay, well, why don't we drive around now, and we'll kind of we'll see what we come across. So Catalyst, what's going on? Welcome. You like the Cascadia? Absolutely. We were just talking about Freightliners. I was thinking maybe it'd be kind of fun to just get a fleet truck or something. I don't think I've actually shown the truck or what we've been hauling, so it is a boom section for a crane. I think they would call that a boom. Yeah, insert for a Manitowoc 16,000. Not very heavy, just over 11,000 pounds here. And here's the truck. Day cab, baby. Very nice. Oh, that's my cat doing. What are you doing? Gotta make sure he's not. Okay, he's good. Sphinx gave us a bit of a scare earlier. That was not fun. We did have to take him to the emergency vet today. Everything's okay now, but yeah. That was scary. Yeah. Yeah, I feel I've been to, you know, a handful of truck shows, and, you know, it's like, you know, you might see a couple, like if you go to a decent show, a decent enough variety, you'll probably come across a general, maybe 2 or 3, like depending on the size of the show. But it's very rare to find a bison, in my opinion, just comparatively. I don't know if the manufacturer numbers would, you know, reflect that, or if they were just maybe, you know, sometimes it's the opposite. Oh, they're more popular, people just beat the shit out of them even more. But I just think it was probably like GMC's kind of always been their truck, you know. Yeah, thank you so much. I didn't really know what the heck I was going to do. We're probably going to hit this guy. I just knew I wanted, the kind of bits and bobs, you know. I just wanted a day cab, I guess, and kind of the simple, clean look that I like. And, I think I was originally going to do like a black and a gray. And I just messed around, and I thought this was a classy combo. With the old skateboard on the back. If it fits, we'll ship it. Now you can kind of see the little back pocket there, like a shelf. Because honestly, if you've never sat in one of these cabs, they're not the biggest, especially like even a modern 389 day cab is not the biggest. I'm not the smallest person, and you know, even with the tilt column, like, yeah, it's nice to be able to set the seat back a little bit. So it's nice having the fat. I think they call it a fat man. Some people call it the fat man cab or whatever. I can't remember. So the company's called the Day Cab Company. I think they're one of the first people that made this kit. Because basically, you have a truck with a sleeper, you want to turn it into a day cab. So you take off the sleeper, and you have this giant gaping hole, and you can reskin it with just the flat back, or you can reskin skin it with what they'll sell a whole kit. It's basically the back panel. It's not, you know, it'll pretty much be primed for paint. There's no lights or anything in it. They're not crazy expensive. I mean, for I guess what it is, I think they're probably a couple grand now when I look for fun. I love analog, yeah. More switches the better, in my opinion. I'm not streaming on Twitch. That is definitely something I might consider. I have a decent computer, but I don't have a separate, check out this freaking Challenger right here. To drive that through the desert. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's more taxing to, like, dual stream or something. I'll have to talk to some folk who do that, and or do some research. Big fan of analog gauges and toggle switches, specifically, and I'm so pedantic. Like, I prefer these toggle switches as opposed to most modern trucks have rocker switches. It's not these toggles. I like a toggle. It's just funny. It's something little, you know what I mean? Maybe it's like an airplane, you know what I mean? And airplanes sometimes have both toggles and rockers, but that forest green on the Silverado. I do. It's not even a crazy speed limit on here. I'm actually going to take a screenshot of, and we're going to do it live. Really cool trailer also that we're using. So like I said, the truck is Brewbuilt's 379. They're both paid, the truck and the trailer. And the trailer is Dro's, Dro's Raven. Raven, I guess you call it a flatbed, right? I don't know why I couldn't think of the word there. Oh, Arizona State Line, duh, yeah. Yeah, very cool truck. We'll just show it real quick so we don't crash. And the way that so the truck, you just buy it. Dro does like a Patreon, so subscribe and you can cancel right away and you get it for, you just download the trailers and then cancel it if you want. You have 30 days or whatever until the next billing cycle or something, right? However Patreon works, so it's really not a bad deal. And he's got a few trailers, quite a few trailers actually. We are hitting some little, what I'm going to do just in case here. I don't like doing it because it always ruins the flow, but not as much as the game, you know, so, I am using a wheel. I've got a G29 Logitech wheel and pedal setup, basic, with the Thrustmaster TH8, yeah, no, TH8A Pro, I think, shifter. It's, I can't do it. H8A. Who came up with that? It's the best. Yeah, it is. More than enough shifter for me. It's very nice. I love it. And it makes me want more Thrustmaster stuff, both for driving and flight sim. Speaking of, I'm gonna crash because I'm leaving here. With the more basic autopilot, it's just satisfying. See, I want to learn better how to, actually, like, fly. Period. But also, how to fly based on just analog versus the glass cockpit. That being said, I'm kind of using a glass cockpit if you think about it with the GPS here. That does sound really good, that exhaust though. Is that like a Nova or something? Chevelle maybe? I can't. A Malibu? Something like that. It's freaking sick. Super, super sick. Actually go one up on that. Can you hear me now? There we go. So the one I have is for the PlayStation. I really thought it was the G29, but I could be mistaken. I did have a G920 as well, whichever that one. So, and they're both really good, I think, for the price point. The G920, whichever the Xbox version. That did end up breaking on me, the belt. Like, I think it could be fixed if you know, I don't even know, I might still have it. Kind of one of those things I just wish I had more time and to actually really look at that, because it'd just be kind of fun to mess with too. But the pedals, the pedals still work. I don't remember if I'm using the new pedals or not. I've had this wheel now for a couple years, so. It's late, it's Friday, Saturday, it's the weekend, who cares, you know? What's going on, Joe Bird? Welcome. Bounty Hunter, hello, hello. Thank you so much for popping on over. Whether you guys are watching live or rewatching this or just lurking in the chat, I do appreciate you all. Thank you so much. What is this here? It's like a GTA. It is a GTO. I'm judging. I can't wait for car shows again. Like, that's like it's like this time of the year where I'm like, it's just so bad. The winter blues is kind of hitting. We're going up. Altitude here. Alright, and we begin our descent. It feels like we're going so fast. I'm not even breaking the speed limit, y'all. Everyone's having a good and safe start to the weekend. It is chilly out there, so that's why we took out the winter weather mod and we threw the summer one in. And we're in Arizona. Or, are we in Arizona? I think we're in Arizona. Is. and just, yeah. I've been wanting to get away from the winter cold. Doing a little bit of that in video games, I suppose, so, you know, it's the best I can do. Thanks, man. This truck sounds awesome. It is Slav Jerry's Detroit straight pipe. On the Steam Wake Shop. That is available to everybody for free. Feels like zero. Yeah, see, that's what's the highs have been like that around here. It's been just ridiculous. So I can sympathize with that. I mean, even down south is getting freezing. Oh, in and out. In and out would go so hard right now. I'd take 22. On the way to work early in the morning, it's been like minus 22. It's just like, why? I don't care if there's like no poisonous spiders or okay. Like people are like, well, at least it's not Australia. You know what I mean? You know. It's like, oh man, I don't know. Give me the scorpions, maybe. I know I say that, and you find one in bed. I'm just. It's so cold. Oh yeah. Do like that international. I'll go down. I gotta adjust my chair. I hate to say it. I think I'm gonna need a new chair soon. That's okay. This one has served me decently. Holy buccalinos, it is Driver Mike. What is up, my man? Thank you so much for popping over. How are you? Hope you're having a good weekend. You had a good week, and you're having a good start to the weekend. Dude, 19 months is so insane, and I mean, I'm so grateful and appreciative, and yeah, thank you so much, truly. That's actually wild. I'm so grateful for you, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Flagstaff is the destination. Which is funny, because yeah. Flagstaff is mentioned in the Convoy song, which I know is a trucking anthem, but I absolutely do not like that song. And it, like, I know, you know, if you like country especially, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But, like, I think it might just be the little, like, falsetto, you know, it's just like, it fits the scene. I don't know. Maybe because I'm a Smoking the Bandit kind of guy. You know what I mean? Convoy's a great movie. But, that all roads lead back to Jerry Reed, apparently. It's Smokey and the Bandit. We were talking about him earlier. Just finished playing RoboCop. Hell yeah. I think you mentioned that the other week or something. Which RoboCop? Is that like one of the later games, or? Oh, please don't. I was afraid it was gonna yell at me. Saving up to get a computer to get ATS, absolutely worth it. You will not regret it. It is worth truly just getting a computer for this game. Because there will be other games. So yeah, I think it wants me to go through this intersection. Okay, yeah, we can do that. And I like country. I grew up listening to rock and roll. And just the closest to country I got was Lynyrd Skynyrd, you know what I'm saying? So like, as I got older, I was like, okay, there actually is some country I do like, which is older country. But I get why, you know, people like it. I mean, Eastbound and Down is a country song. Like, that is a country anthem. I love that song. I don't know what it is about the song Convoy. It just always... it just, I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm weird. I know I am. I'm not saying it's not a good song. Just for me, it is a good song. It's well done. It's a trucking anthem. It's just funny. Oh. Don't kill a family. Hello, sorry. Literally thousands of hours of fun. Yeah, I can't believe I don't have more. I say I can't believe I don't have more, as I've just got done going, oh, I wish I had more time to do everything. Said everyone. But is that a hot dog stand shaped like a hot dog? Fuck yeah, it is. Go get me a hot dog. Look at that. We just freaking arrived at our destinaciones. I don't think that's actual Spanish for destination. And I'm not even gonna pretend to do that. Because I'm just, yeah. It ain't gonna be good for me. Hydration break, thank you. Still no hot dog man. Dude, I have not forgotten about the hot dog man. I'm gonna find him, man. I'm gonna fucking find him. Okay, so I think depending on where we're going and what we're doing, because I don't really want to drive at night. There's nothing to see. I might do some more night driving if we pull out the Roland 389, because that's got nice interior lights. I think. Actually, they might have been broken. Everything sucks. And then you die. No. Where's this going? Albuquerque. We could do this. Metal tubes, roofing, wool, and shingles. That'd be like, yeah, full fucking load. Older countries. Mike knows what I'm... Again, you know ball. Older countries, 60s country, yeah. Outlaw country would be... I don't know. Like, I was very much in the, man, country sucks. I don't like country. Country is stupid. You know, as, like, growing up as, like, a teenager, you know, and of course I know everything. And, you know, Deftones and Slipknot is the freaking hardest core shit, man. Which, again, whatever is hardcore, like, I don't know, it's bragging about what's hardcore and not is a matter of opinion. And you're almost entirely wrong when you're a kid anyway. But then, you know, part of the reason why I was like, I don't like country music is because everything, you know, country was the pop country. And I'm not even going to name artists because I just don't know. I'm gonna probably boo-doo-doo-doo. Wait, are we in? Is this going in the same? And I don't remember. I don't remember. Scheisse. Where am I going, dude? Was it not Flagstaff? I thought it was Flagstaff. Yeah. Oh, it might. Fuck. Tell you what. You know what? No. You know what? Because I'm this lazy. You cross the street, make sure you're safe before you teleport your truck. Safety first, safety first. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I didn't realize how much I actually did like country, because Waylon Jennings is awesome. And even though and then I would kind of go, well, okay, maybe not all, first indication that not all country was bad was Johnny Cash. I actually really like Johnny Cash. That was one of the first, where did fucking, is it? Okay, it's not here. Okay. I apologize. I'm going to freak out. Where is my money? Holbrook, Gala. I gotta just pay attention. So it's Coon. Okay, there. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing it on the actual. Oh, maybe because I'm not on the road yet. On the road again. Speaking of Willie. Yeah, Willie Nelson, obviously. Phenomenal. It's insane that he's still rolling and kicking. With his guitar. God, what is his guitar's name? Was it like Boomer or something? I can't remember. Kenny Rogers, yeah. I mean, even some of the stuff on Rebel Radio and GTA 5 is pretty decent stuff. You know, Johnny Paycheck and I don't know. Like it's I'll probably stand by like country pop. Just pop anything. For me, I was talking about this with my partner because she is a big fan of pop music. And when I'm saying pop, I'm kind of just saying popular. That's played on the radio, mainstream, this and that. But like also pop music, kind of like your, you know, Sabrina Carpenter's and your Taylor Swift's or whatever. And, I mean, it's not. Only an idiot goes, I don't see why anyone could listen to that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not for me, but it's very easy to see why it's popular music. It's, you know, there's a reason why there's a genre called easy listening. Guess why? Anyway, look at this. This is a cool load. I don't think I've used this load. You know, I think Dro did update these trailers. Trigger, thank you. I knew it was something like that. Yeah, Boomer. Boomer didn't sound right. I'm like, no, that's what Willie is. Trigger. Oh, dude, I love that he's still. It's like, yeah, it's been repaired, and it's been repaired more times than, you know, I don't know. I can't think of a funny, like, metaphor, but, like, it's been repaired more than, like, some guitars, you know. The wood that is used to repair it, I don't know, is just, it's crazy, the history of just that guitar. That guitar, honestly, I say it should be in the Smithsonian. It'll end up in some NFL owner's private collection or something. That is cool. We're gonna have to get some fuel here, but let's roll out. Yeah, this is a pretty sweet load. I love that. I'm not the biggest Swiftie fan. Also, you know, just in general, but my partner does really like her. And so I have listened to a fair amount. There's not too many people that honestly would probably go from listening to Taylor Swift to like slamming death metal like I do. It's not, and I can't really claim it because I'm not like necessarily, like I'm not putting it on the car. But I have found myself getting some. Oh, look at this. Is that a Fury? No, I think that's an Impala. No, I think that was maybe a. Mike will have to let me know. Oops. I'll put it in reverse, Terry. Oh, Lord. This is going to be a little. I'm going to lift our trailer axle up here. Oops. I hope it goes in the Smithsonian or something, yeah. Should kind of. I have an uncle who's really into guitar, and so I actually, that was another thing, kind of, and that's just the thing, we're like, just new things, are inherently, new and different can inherently be good and exciting. Like, yeah, it can be a little like, ooh, I don't know about that. But like, one thing I will say about like Taylor Swift is she'll put on a good concert, and the musicians that are really putting on that show are really good. I've not been to a concert, but we did watch one of her like concert things for my partner's birthday. That was something that just struck me. It was a good performance. I could live without watching it. But like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like a circus. Like, I'm not really the biggest fan of the circus. But it takes talent. Tightrope walk. You know what I mean? I don't know. But anyway, I had an uncle who's really into guitar. And so he's like a guy, kind of like, how I grew up, like rock and roller. But because he got certain influences from guitar, he turned me on to a couple. They're not really some specific guitar player, but kind of like that country chicken picking style of guitar playing, which is so impressive. And it's truly like hillbilly shredding. You know what I mean? Like everyone thinks of like crazy guitar rock, solos and stuff, which is true. But I mean, truly, it's almost like picking, band, like either on a banjo or bluegrass too. I like folk music, you know what I mean? And so I think like true country is real music is just folk. If that makes sense. And there's some really cool folk music from around the world. People pull influences, I love different, you know, different things. You just like, oh, I'm just gonna stay in my own lane. I'm just gonna only do this. Kim, thank you so much for 7 months. That is so crazy. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well and staying cool. It's crazy to say. It was like -2 degrees this morning on the way to work. It felt like -12. Jesus Christ. I think finally it'll break. I think it'll break and then we're gonna get some snow. Because that's how it goes. But there's this one guitarist named Greg Koch, like K, K-O-C-H or whatever. And he is a phenomenal guitar player and just an actually interesting person to watch. He's really funny. He does, there's a guitar shop, I think he's from Wisconsin, there's a guitar shop out of, over in Colorado. And he, like, weekly, for years has gone, you know, will, like, show off the guitars that they're selling. And he's so good, and the guitars are so beautiful. Yeah, my uncle has had a couple of signatures. He has a couple Greg Koch Fender. He had a Telecaster, which is really cool. I don't know if there's any guitar people. I really want to get back into playing an instrument. I think guitar is probably where I will land. Drums might be fun. Like, first of all, I live in an apartment. That's not going to go down well. Love that Thunderbird with the portholes. They just look so good. Get some fuel at this next stop right here. I love that it changes the actual level toggle switch. Joe, that's awesome. I used to play guitar. It's been a while. I played guitar for probably 10 years. It's been probably 10 years almost. Not quite, maybe, but and I was never like very good. I could noodle. I could noodle and just kind of play my own riffs. If you say play a chord, I couldn't. I guess I technically could, but I could never tell you what it was. And I wasn't very good with my ears either. Like, it was very, you know, very much hobbyist, and then, yeah, it's been a while. Love to get back into it, so yeah, stick with it, man, if you're but good for you. Like, just playing any instrument is fantastic. Classical guitar, oh, that is even cooler. I did have a guitar teacher for a couple of years. Again, talking about, you know, just stepping outside the norm or the box, kind of what you might be comfortable or used to or whatever. My teacher was a metalhead. You would look at him and go, yep, his sleeve tattoos and his piercings, this is a rock and roller. You'd probably go, yeah, okay. You would not be surprised. You'd probably go, you're either a musician or like a tattoo artist, right? Those are the two options people would say, I'm sure. But he also had a guitar teacher himself who was a classical guitar player, and he himself was, I think actually I'm going to go this way because this is just, yeah. he played basically only classical guitar for almost 10 years, and was very talented. He actually, I really do wish I sound like just some idiot talking, knows nothing, but he knew, and he had an older guitar that was custom, you know, hand built by, I believe, a Spanish or possibly Italian luthier, who was, I think, well-ish known. It was kind of I'm sure the guitar was worth a decent amount of money, but you know, to him it was just priceless. And he did bring it to a class, to a lesson, a couple times, because he was doing some other things with some other students, and he did let me touch it and hold it and strum it a little. And I know nothing. I knew nothing. Know nothing. It was just, you could just tell though. That's one of the things I miss about a guitar is just the craftsmanship. And obviously when you're starting out and you got a cheap guitar, like, you know, but even like I had an Epiphone. Not the greatest, not the worst, and it was just fun. Just fun, man. So yeah, anyone that's like doing an instrument, playing an instrument, learning, that's awesome. Alright, hell yeah. So let's see, let's look at the map. We are here in Holbrook. We're just heading over. We're gonna gallop over to Albuquerque. Okay, I'll see myself out. Start her up. This just sounds good even idling, man. I think it looks good with the skateboard. Roll them up. I'm excited for some more options with this truck. It's already pretty decent for what it is. If it keeps up, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be really cool. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and... Oops. That's what I thought. Push those in. I do have, as you can tell, we have a traffic mod in. It's busy. Son of a blue. Though I do wonder if it's kind of a one-way, isn't it? That Impala right there. Caprice, maybe. It's moving, so honestly. I'm very curious, like, how this would feel in the beta. In real life, they totally would have just gone, oh! You can't do that. I thought they... I was just trying to warn of my presence. I don't know how they wouldn't have seen me, but... You know, that's how that goes. tight skirt. Beautiful day here in, is it New Mexico or are we in Arizona? Arizona? Yeah, no, we're in Arizona. Just doing a quick old shuffle because I wanted to try this one, and then I might, if I'm not too exhausted, maybe we'll do a short run with another trailer or this one still. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's good to be back. You know, I know I've been MIA a little bit, and life has been crazy. You know, for myself, I'm sure for everyone else, and just really, I do hope everyone takes care and just give yourself some kindness and compassion, and give that, you know, to the stranger too, your neighbors. More and more, it seems so hard to find that. If I'm not getting it, I'm not gonna give it. And I get it. I get it. But that's also why it's fun to just kind of shut that out once in a while. Once in a while, it feels almost impossible. Shut it out and play some games, you know. Never too old for games. I like this purple here. Gonna maybe run into a stringer. Oh, it's funny, isn't it? It's so nice. Donk. What does that say? Oh, Las Vegas Sphere. ATS Wheel Companies. Oh yeah, that's one of my favoriteest mods. The ATS Wheel Companies mod. It's on the Steam Workshop. That's how we go and pick up at a Home Depot or you know, Walmart instead of home repair in a Wahlberg or whatever. That's why we're living to Kuhn and Nagal. I don't know. That sounds almost like it could be a black metal band. Dude, look at that. Oh, is that one of those E-trons? We're revving them up. A little distracted. There we go. Subaru Outback. Do you think they sell any Subaru Outbacks in the Outback? I can't imagine they call them that out there, because that's probably not how that works. Though I think Subaru sold the Brad in Australia. What an amazing vehicle. Get a little bit of like evening, maybe we'll get some evening night driving in because it is about 6. We'll just get our lights on for safety because we'll get yelled at otherwise. They do sell, they have the nerve to sell the Outback. That's crazy. I mean, I guess, well, like I just sort of was thinking, maybe it's not crazy. Maybe it's not so crazy. Angelo, what is going on? I hope you're doing well, man, truly. Happy Saturday? Saturday. Happy weekend. Let's go ahead and there we go. Let's do some shift. Look at that. Look at this. Here, actually. Oops. Oh, and the train right there. I do think it'd be cool to have a mod for, and I know they have them, might put a mod in for longer trains. Mexico, baby. Hell yeah, I love this place. Letting us bypass the way station. That's why I love this place. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, man. Hopefully that's starting to turn the corner a little bit. There's nothing worse when you're just... I'm like, I revert to like a very typical guy, I think. I'm just like, I can't do it. I'm so miserable. Seriously, I do hope you feel better soon, man. That doing up there? Interesting. I'll just scoot it on him. Okay. Oh, truck's really pulling to the left there. That's a... might have an issue. Absolutely. You do have the Outback there. Okay. Interesting. Boots on the ground journalism. Thank you, Kim. I salute you. I was just talking about how cold it was, and I was like, people will always be like, well, at least it's not, you know, Australia, and not like at least I don't live there, just like at least I don't live somewhere where all these like potentially fatal injury causing bugs or insects or critters and creepy crawlies live. And I was saying, I don't know, the wind really hurts my fucking face and has for like a week and a half straight, so it's ugh. So I was kind of like, give me the Scorpion. Give me the Scorpions. Look at that Mustang. That we're gonna drive that soon. We're gonna be driving. I'm gonna be driving you. I'm gonna be all up. No, I'm not gonna finish that. But we're gonna be driving a Mustang through the desert. I'm excited to see what else they bring. I'm really excited to see what like the modding community does. Once that update comes out. Voided, hello. So happy to see you. Hope you're doing well. Staying safe, staying warm. Thank you so much for popping over, Julie. It's not that bad. Alright. Well, I'm sold. No longer will I live somewhere where the wind hurts my face. But if any of these insects bite my face, it's falling off. Honestly, fair trade at this point. Yeah, okay, lights on. Lights on for safety. That's, yeah. Literally what I'm saying, Angelo. Let's turn it up here. Drop a gear and disappear, but that'll help us a little bit. throttles down to a quarter, this thing is just guzzling fuel. That's realistic, I guess. One thing that's not realistic is I don't have to top off the oil in this fucking Detroit. Let's see. I'm not sure why I feel like the GPS is kind of like, when it's dark out, it kind of has that tint to it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? See, yeah, it's just the worst. It's the worst. I actually fell at work the other week, last week. One second I was up, and the next I was not. And hey, that's okay. That's what I got knees for, right? So landed pretty good on my knee. And I shit you not, like I am not an old man, you know, not to offend any elderly folk in here, but I'm not like a young, spry. I've never been a spry, you know, buck, okay? Maybe I was young, but never super spry. But I am definitely not, you know, a teenager or a kid. And I shit you, so that was literally over a week ago, it was almost a week and a half ago that I fell. And my knee, not only is it, like, it's mainly, it's fine, you know what I mean? But, like, if I'm walking a little, like, you know, kind of walking a lot, I feel like it's kind of, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right, I did fall. But it is amplified tenfold with the fucking cold. Like, I've never experienced something, like, where the cold is really, like, actually bothering. I feel like, oh my god. I'm a cold chicken. I'm a very, very cold chicken, a winter chicken. Call me a snowbird. Let's go to Arizona. Arizona's like our Australia, right? Because there's scorpions and snakes. So where are we? Oh yeah, I think this is the famous Spaghetti Junction Dealy Bopper Helio thingy dangy. The Big I. Because it's nothing, everyone goes, I wish I didn't have to deal with this. The most walkable section of America right here, folks. Yeah, we did a number. Oops. Blame Spriggs and Hubs. Like literally 2 weeks ago, they were smart asses. Like, oh, send your fucking cold weather, and I shit you not. 2 days later, it was minus 45 fucking degrees. I'm not kidding. Ridiculous. Hell yeah. I'll have to do a little hill start here. That's okay. I don't think this is super heavy. Okay, no idea because it's so much stuff. But no, I don't remember being super heavy. Actually, we do this. Get out of here, you fake chipster pickup thing. It'd be cool to do some Australian trucking. I feel like in the past there's been some decent even, and I'm talking years in the past. I have not paid attention to any like map mods. I really don't have an interest much in map mods, or at like, you know, map like, because they're so good. What we have is so good and detailed, and I guess if you're playing the game a lot, like if you're just getting the game, like if I just got the game and I'm, you know, playing the crap out of it, I could see, okay, even if you didn't just get it, I guess. I don't know why I said that. But like, yeah, if you put so many hours in it, especially recently, you're like, I just want something new. Fuck yeah, that's what they're there for. Love seeing the little pop of color here, you know. Oh yeah, that's what the summer mod or whatever. Can't wait for that in real life. So, play a game. I think, is it right here? Fuck yeah, it is. Of course. It's just a... Oh, that was very close. We got flippin' Luckilinos. Don't look at me, man. Don't look at me. Look down. Alright, perfect. Perfect backing job every time. Here's what they don't want you to know. So yeah, I'm super stoked. I think we will do another one. I am super stoked for the new update, because where the fuck are we? I think, I don't know if it actually says on here. I think we're on, is it 157? So 158 is the update. Phenomenal. It's been really good so far. Or I'm sorry, we're not on the update, but yeah, I don't know what I said. It's late. I'm tired. It's been a minute. So we're gonna make me more tired. This has been phenomenal. I am excited to like actually have the update implemented. I think most of my stuff would work for it, but I'm just gonna pretty much wait. Maybe I'll try it on another profile or something off stream. There we go. Yeah. Love the truck. Super excited. And it's good options, man. You can have, you know, it's kind of like, it's the good bones, you know what I mean? There's a few different bumper options, a few different grill options, a few different, like, headlight options, a few different air cleaner options, visor options, a couple of different mirrors even. Shout out for having flipped mirror brackets. If you know, you fucking know. And if you don't know, I'll just tell you. Literally what these are, see how the mirrors are kind of turned down? They're just standard mirrors. It's what these guys used to do back in the day to give this kind of a lower look. And I kind of like it because, in my opinion, I've sat in a few trucks that had them in real life too. But it does, as you can see, it kind of brings the mirrors lower and out versus up and out. So it just gives a cool look. And I love that they added that in the game, and a few different exhaust options, tank options. It's a great game, or a cool truck. I see you, Adam. There you go. Hell yeah. Is it a little like Wimpy City horn too? No, that's for the brights. I thought there was a third horn even, but this might not have it. Okay, let's make it freaking daytime. I kept like having a stroke trying to spell Albuquerque, and then I was like, oh, cute. Woohoo! Look at that. Well, actually, I might just do 5, baby. Make it 5 o'clock. Okay, why aren't you doing what I want you to do? There we go. Let's see. We're here. I mean, we could go anywhere. I was just trying to... Let's see. Kansas. Go back to Los Angeles. Let's see. Oh, I might not do that then. We'll probably just do something else. That's very short. You think it's longer because Texas, but it's not. We can do a load of Humvees. Who hummed in these V's, man? Or pad-mounted transformers. Yeah. Tucumcari to Denver. Yeah, it's not really the southwest that I'm looking for. I tell you what. Why don't we... Let me save the game here just so, you know, play nice. Change out the trailer. Configure. You know what I'm saying? So, same concept, but now we got a step deck or a drop deck. Whatever you wanna do. So we're gonna... Yeah, we're gonna do this. Oops, no. No. Config. Oh, wait. Sorry. I gotta dismiss the other one. Alright. Oh, no. Sorry. Absolutely, Adam. Well, thank you so much for hanging out and watching. I mean, there's nothing like being out on the open road for real. There's nothing like driving and dealing with traffic for real. But this is a pretty good, you know, can be low stress, and you know, you can have fun with it. And you can drive a super cool, you know, kind of custom truck like this, or you can just make like an everyday FedEx style, you know, fleet truck. And I wish there was more kind of a little better options for like LTL, but you kind of, honestly, like, if you wanted, you could literally just get a truck and trailer and just drive around and kind of pretend to do LTL. You could role play, you know what I mean? Remember when we used to role play on this channel? It'll come back. It really will. It really will. It really will. Yeah, life has gotten in the way, and I just thought, well, I didn't even know I was going to stream tonight. You know, just kind of one of those things. The cat had to go into the emergency vet, and that was scary. He's doing okay, and we're very grateful for that. Where am I going, actually? I forgot it. I'm so sorry. I don't think it's anywhere near here. Oh, because it wants me to grab my stupid trailer. Okay. So, pow! Right in the trailer. Look at that. Looks good, doesn't it? Arguably, I think it'll look better with this one. Cargo market. Okay. Let's see what there is right here. What are we looking at distance-wise? Funny enough, here's some other crane parts. That other trailer had some crane parts too, so that'd be kind of interesting. That's just if we want to. I'm kind of, yeah, see, can we keep... That's, I think, literally just turning and heading back where we came from. Okay. Anything down over here? Kingman again. Phoenix, but then there's a frickin' hurry. I guess it doesn't really matter. It is what it is. Carl's bad. Why is Carl so bad? What did he do? I know this isn't the fun part, and trust me, I'm not trying to be too picky here. But I just want to stick to the southwest. I mean, honestly, I guess we could just do El Paso to Del Rio. We were talking about old country. What about Marty Robbins? I'm talking about El Paso, baby. Okay, so El Paso is where we're heading. We're just gonna go to Paso. Alright, and let's touch down. Where are we? I am. Here, it'll just... It'll be fine. It's fine. I think they're just dumpsters, but I don't really care about that. It's more about the route, I guess. I think it'll just be cool. That's awesome, Adam. Did you have a favorite state? And then did you haul... What did you haul, if you don't mind saying? And or what were you driving? Let's see, what do they want me to do? I think... Your favorite truck is a food truck? Fuck yes. Sorry, truck, yes. That's a good answer. Food truck? Some of the best food you'll ever have is on a food truck. Okay. So, oh yeah, funny enough, we've got the... We could compare this if we wanted to. Slam it, because duh, what else are we going to do? So this is the Load King that the game gives you, or is, I think, part of the free DLC, the Load King DLC, or maybe it's not free, I don't remember. But it was the first name brand trailer in American Truck Simulator. So kind of a big deal, it's kind of cool to have a branded trailer, just like, you know, a branded truck. I think they're almost the same length at a 50, I think they're 53 foot. Ours, yeah, ours is fucking way longer. Theirs might be, as you can see, is honestly, I would argue a hair, it's hard to tell, maybe a hair back further, but ours is clearly up. Yeah. Oh yeah. Alright. Let's get freaking rolling here, man. just, you know, we're at the dealership, so I gotta make the joke. Taking these cyber trucks back to the factory. They don't weigh as much as I would have thought. Oh. You guys didn't see that. You didn't see anything. Okay. I've never been to El Paso. Do they have In-N-Out in El Paso? Hell yeah. I bet they do. God dang, do I want some In-N-Out. Though I guess we're in Texas, we should be craving Whataburger. I've never had Whataburger, so I can't crave it. Love to try it. Do 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 do. Yeah, right on, man. That's awesome. Whoa, he's flying. You timed that perfect. Yeah, very cool. It is not the easiest job, I know. Anyone who's seen the Top Gear episode of where they drive the semi-trucks or the lorries, you know, they learn firsthand that it's not the easiest job in the world. It's not just sitting down. Especially, yeah, if you're, you know, doing any kind of flatbed or open deck trailer in like this. 9 times out of 10, you're loading that sucker, and probably 10 out of 10, you're ratcheting that sucker down too, strapping it down, whatever. And that in of itself, I think, would just be so nerve-wracking, because, you know, what if you forget to, you know, give her 3 taps and say, that's not going anywhere? Textbook mistake, I know. But after a long day, man, easy to do. Let me go. Heck yeah. Oh wait. Why does it say turn? Here, see, it's a little weird that it says that to turn here. Clearly, you would not want to do that. This is why I can't be a trucker in real life. This is why they have sleeping rules and laws and regulations. The factories there in the back, in the distance, and the, I don't know, like it just looks so good. I've said this for years, like there's no better time to get this game, to get into this game, and it will, like, don't, you know, you're only missing out, like, one biscuit, never know, but like, if you're not, you know, able to, like, you don't have a computer, better. Don't fret. Like, the game will, once you get it, it will be even better than me to be here. Don't worry about that. You just deal with that guy. Where are we at? The game will always be, like, better, you know, than it was. So it's, don't feel too bad. Because I was the same way. I was like, man, I really want to get this game. Like, the game was pretty recent. ETS obviously had been out, ETS 2 and other truck sims. Yeah, it's very much worth the wait. And eventually, ETS 2 should be coming to console. I mean, gosh knows when that could be. But it will be. And I'm sure they'll do a decent job. I don't think there'll be any, like, mods for it. You know how that always goes. It doesn't. I guess. Look at the Mustang. I wonder, so, like, when they have the new, like, road trip DLC, I bet they'll have, I wonder, are they going to have, like, you know, Mustang with the, you know, convertible Mustang, and then the classic? Is it just going to be, like, the fastback bullet style, or? Because it will be cool to have, like, a 67 fastback, and then, like, busting ass through the whipping shitties through the streets of San Francisco. I think that'd be cool. Not bad, man. Sounds so painful. Yeah. I know, it's ironic that, yeah, so I always thought flatbedding and, like, oversize would be the cool, you know, was the cool stuff. I am super not suited for that. I guess I'm sleepy. I get so sleepy. I got soft hands, brother. Respect for anyone that does that or has done that. We can probably shift it. Oops. I've thrown some chains and straps, and that's just, it's never fun. You know what I mean? No one's like, let's do it. Hell yeah, they're closed. Love it. Golf course drive. Interesting. Van Horn, a town in Red Dead Redemption 2. I feel like. It's a cool truck stop, nice and, you know, big. I'm excited for the new garages in the beta. Like, just that is pretty cool. But I think the real bread and butter of the update is the physics that handling and collisions, I think. To be clear, we're not on the beta. This is 157. Is it right? Or is it 158? Is beta 159? I think the beta is 158. Professional, and I know everything. No, I've just been out of the loop, and I didn't really know what I was going to do. I just kind of had a vision. I wanted to build a truck, but I also kind of wanted to just get out there, and I was like, maybe I'll stream, or maybe I won't. Ended up building a new truck, and did a short run. It worked. I was like, you know, it's Friday. Gonna have a party. I've been playing a little bit of. I played BioShock again. That was fun. It's been a long time since I played the original BioShock. It was the remastered version, but and then I am playing through BioShock 2, which I played more recently. And still did a couple of reviews of that. So I forgot most of it. And that's honestly, I do. I like you know, I don't know. I kind of like. I don't know if I like it more. I think it's maybe a better game, but the story of the first one is better, in my opinion. I'm just looking at this guy. No, not. You're in that turbo. Oh yeah. I have to get some fucking fuel, honestly. This one. I mean, no, but. Very cool. Yeah, I don't know. I think BioShock was honestly a pretty underrated game. Like, it was. I guess maybe not. I think it was pretty well rated when it came out. Pretty big deal. But it's just, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it deserves a good amount of credit still. It stands up. I do also have BioShock Infinite, which I've never played, and am curious about it. So. I don't know if that'd be worth streaming, maybe, because I've never played it, but. I was thinking of maybe streaming Ghost of Tsushima soon. Because the game, I love the game. I never actually finished it on the PlayStation. It is absolutely stunningly gorgeous, and I just. Please don't. Thank you. It's a must play in my opinion. Here, we're gonna take a picture with that sign, because that's super cool, isn't it? look where we are, too. American. There's that real logo. Or real companies mod. Where's my truck? Alright, good enough. Well, this car says he's going, I'm going. And I went. Okay. Is it Port Stockton? I was gonna say, we ain't going very far, is we? Shum Beach. This is such a cool little intersection, yeah, with the windmill and flag, kind of the square, I guess, the oil rig. Where the train? There's the train at. Oh yeah, historic Fort Stockton. I think we've been on this road before. Maybe not. Very cool, actually. Yeah, so I'm so pumped for part of the with the new beta, and then when the game update is in full release, is pretty much a good amount of Arizona has been reworked in Route 66 because they're updating Route 66, which is fantastic, and I am very excited for that. I've been kind of wanting a little Southwest action anyway. It's one of my favorite areas to truck through. So I'm excited that it's getting some new love. I don't know if it's the first, like, update. I feel like it's the first major update that it's gotten since becoming a state. What is that? Is that a bird? It's a motherfucking roadrunner, isn't it? I don't know. Send it to a friend, be like, this look like you. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hey, can you just pull it over? Oh. I gotta pop it up. You can honk all you want, man. I'm rolling. Honestly, I feel like that's okay, right? Yeah, that's a pretty shit job, isn't it? So just straighten it out. Look. First time driving a long hood Pete with a big exhaust on it. Be like, okay. We gotta look good. Throw it all down, man. Throw it on the pavement. The city of Fort Stockton welcomes you. Where's Rick Steves when you need him? I don't know if anyone ever watched Rick Steves. He mostly does, he's on like PBS or whatever, did travel shows. Still does, actually. It was a really good job. Comforting, you know what I mean? Kind of like the Bob Ross of travel. Hi, I'm Rick Steves. As I opens every show. Hi, I'm Rick Steves. And today is the best of Europe. I think he usually tours Europe or whatever. I think just does a good job. That's really cool. The detail in this is so crazy. Love that. So yeah, I wonder, is that a Roadrunner or what bird it at? What bird it at? That is so realistic looking. Nothing like a McDonald's in front of a hotel parking, or that shares the parking lot with the hotel, right? I'm not being sarcastic. Like, that is so realistic. Alright. You know, I might actually grab a picture with our tits and flag right here. Give me a second. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, we'll get a picture, I think. Like that. I wish it was a branded vehicle over there, but just gives a little bit of dimension, I think, to the photos, you know. I guess not literal, but pretty similar blue, honestly. Dark navy. Maybe don't put the... Yeah, whatever. Bam. Cool. Alright, I hear the train going. Yeah, the small details really make up a big, yeah, everything kind of goes into it. And it's just crazy how far this game has come, you know, for people that have been playing it for so long, like me, and, you know, it's so awesome to see. That's not where I turned. I didn't think that was where I turned, and I honestly just kind of went with it. We're just gonna... Again, exhibit number 437, why I'm not doing this fine. Maybe I should turn the GPS noise back on. Back out on the open road. I think it would also be fun to run cattle out here. What? Oh, hello. Okay, so... Oh, I think I know what happened. Our suspension a little too low. Yeah, it was way too low. That's way too high though. I can't, you know. I know. There we go. I guarantee that's what it was. That's never happened actually before. But I almost guarantee that's what that was. that is ultimately, that is my fault. That's not the truck of the game. I had it too low. Too low. But yeah, so in the new update, there's like, you know, it kind of changed, subtle changes to like kind of the handling and how it feels, how the power is kind of put down, and also collisions. So I'm curious to see what that really means and what that will entail. So I might still try the beta, just on like maybe a more blank profile. I mean, not this profile, because you just destroy everything. Excuse me. But just on another profile or something. Might be for the best. Look at these rocks right here. How dare them want us to go 75 on this flippin' road? Well, that's just the speed limit. That's not what they're saying to do in a semi-truck. But sometimes they do, you know, the game will have, you know, like the life. It'll say, oh, you know, speed limit 75, truck 65. Obviously, you go as fast as you freaking want to. But it definitely feels like we're scooting. Wow, that's a terrible bit of road. It's a little nerve-wracking. I've never been down this way. This is absolutely phenomenal. This is Texas. So amazing. Like, yeah, all the DLCs are worth the price of admission. And they have all, so much have been reworked and... Oh good, we're gonna stop by a fuel station. I kind of thought we might. Sanderson. This is Brewbilt's 379. Instead of Peterbilt, Brewbilt. BREW. It is a paid truck, but I think, again, price is worth... Admission is worth the price. Price is worth the admission. Oops. Why am I really... I wish I did that a lot better. Hold on. No blinker or anything because I'm an idiot. Hello, hello, hello. That's future me's problem. How am I going to get out of here? Not current me. See if I can remember to lift this damn thing. Skirt. Turn the lights off. Yeah, it's Brewbilt's $3.79. I think it's $60 normally. Again, yeah, I think it's worth the price of admission. Decent options, and I think he is, you know, planning on doing some updates with some more. He does also have a Kenworth, which I'd kind of like to get. I did end up going with a different Kenworth mod, but I have to figure a few things out with that because for whatever reason it's really nice, but when I turn the lights on it lags, which that's kind of a thing that usually just means there's something going on, like maybe a conflict or something, because I think other people have been running this mod with no issues. So I'll have to do some digging. Just haven't had a chance, unfortunately, but this truck runs very nicely and got no complaints. Oops. I'm backwards, I forgot. Sky high. How high can we lift it? Oh, that's hilarious. What's up? I feel like we're Mater in that scene in Cars when he's behind that tanker. He's looking at his reflection. How low is that? Skirt. So, boop, down, down. Good boy. There we go. Yes, this is a Detroit straight pipe from the Steam Workshop. I'm not sure if we can spin it around right here. I think we can. I mean, just go out this way, otherwise, yeah. We'd have to spun it. Oh yeah, okay. Pretty typical little like rest stop here. Glad they had some fuel. Another station too. Keep it easy for us. Uh-oh. Little Lammy at the DOT done got you. That's cool. Del Rio. Just over 100 miles away. train horn here, but what's going on, Ricky? So Sphinx actually, he's been doing well. I have to say, unfortunately, he did give us a little bit of a scare today. We actually spent most of the afternoon and evening in the pet hospital. He is okay now. We're gonna just keep an eye on everything. Everything seems okay, but basically he he had a little bit of red liquid in his yellow liquid, and no bueno. And yeah, he'd been kind of acting, you know, we've been kind of noticing a few things just last night. So I'm glad we were kind of keeping an eye open, but my partner called me when I was at work and was like, hey, so he just kind of went to the bathroom in the office, which is, he's very good at going in the litter box. He is very well trained with that, so that wasn't normal. And then there was, yeah, unfortunately, a little bit of blood in it. About 10 years ago, he was really blocked up. My partner was away for college, and her mom, not the best pet owner, unfortunately, didn't realize what was going on until it was too late. That is such a cool. Was that maybe an old Bora or like a Maserati or something? Mike, where are you? Anyway, he was actually very sick there. So it's been about 10 years since he was blocked up, and since then he's been on like a strict, you know, wet food diet, keep the liquids going, blah blah blah. So we're just kind of hoping that's, you know, we caught it early. That is so beautiful. This is crazy. This is such a beautiful area down the western. Okay, we got another one we'll have to do. Down the western coast of Texas. But yeah, overall he is doing okay. Oh, I think the lane just ends. There must have been a sign. I didn't see it. No. There we go. Yeah, so he gave us a little scare, but he's doing a lot better. Overall, like the treatment for his thyroidism has been good. I should better specify that. Look at the fuck, bruh. It was the Pecos River. Yeah, thanks so much. Sphinx is a he. No, you're right. Would you look at this? That's all I was saying at we were playing Euro Truck Simulator, checking out the Nordic expansion, which is a phenomenal DLC. Possibly and I know this is amazing. But Texas is phenomenal. But I almost want to say that the Nordic Horizon or whatever DLC for Euro Truck Simulator 2, like they might have outdone themselves. It's such a good DLC, and it just makes me so excited for what's to come in ETS and ETS2 and ATS. Doink. Check that out. Gorgeous. Hell yeah. I wonder if we could drive down there. I'll be honest, you know, makes me want to play the first Red Dead Redemption. I love going down to Mexico in that game. Alright. Cool. Well, so yeah, here's our truck, man. I'm loving it. Like I said, decent amount of options for it. I think I can show actually. Let me turn this down a little. Use the other. Oh, what the fuck happened? Oh, did I get rid of it? Oh, man. Son of a bitch. I guess I got rid of it. Oh, here's the other one that I have. It's honestly not the one that I don't know how the hell I did that. Whatever. This is the other one that was similar. But yeah, you can have, you know, you can go short bung, kind of a little longer, stand it up, flat top, cool able-bodied, which is super dope ski. Super, super dope. Even the bed and breakfast bunk, so pretty cool stuff. I don't know. Let's finish our drive here. Okay. Just look at the horizon, man. It just looks so good. I think we're gonna have to take some pictures here. I'm gonna have to come back to this place, I think, for real. There you go. Alright. Oh, dang! What the hell that ambulance doing? At least there's an ambulance on scene. Did y'all see that? What the ambulance doing? Alright, I'm going here before they shut the road down. Sorry, dude.
DLC, honestly, what a fucking amazing surprise that was. Did not expect that. Maybe I should have. Like I didn't say I've not been like keeping up and in the loop with this, you know, the news of this game or really any game, you know, for that matter, for a little while, and pleasant surprise. It'll be worth it, yeah, whenever it comes out. Probably, I mean, it could not. It could be, you know, not for another year or something like it. Truly, I don't know. They've got so much going on. Like, it's crazy. And that's just ATS. You know what I mean? They also got ETS too. And I remember when I first started playing ATS. Yeah, it was the new game, but it was like ETS 2 was well established. SES is from, I believe, the Czech Republic. So they themselves are European, the makers of the game. Most of the people, I think, playing the game, generally, I mean, were playing Euro Truck Simulator 2, right? And so it just made sense that that was what they were focused most on. And oh my, how times have changed. We're getting some new features first in ATS before Euro Truck. And it's so funny because, yeah, I remember people were like, you know, anytime there'd be an update for Euro Truck, man, I wish you'd show your American, and you always get this, I wish you'd show ATS some love. Hey, ATS, you just, you know, throw ATS a bone, oh, we should show Euro Truck some love. It's like, God, you just can't win. Look at that, though. I do like me some bridge over the water. Oh, I gotta go down there, huh? Gotta figure out a way to do that. Oops, sorry. So I think we will. Oh, it'll be so scenic, absolutely. One of my favorite, you know, I've been saying I really like the Pacific, or the Southwest. I really also love the Pacific Northwest. And one of my favorite areas is in real life and in the game, oh, too. Yes. Governor's Landing, yeah. Is the Pacific Northwest, since I have trucked all up and down, you know, Oregon and Washington State, so it'll be really cool, and I think they're really well done. I think they'll do a really even better job. Not even necessarily better, but it's just like they have more resources, more people, more funding, whatever. So it'll be better, you know. It's not just like, oh, the last stuff wasn't that good, this will be better. No, they're like outdoing themselves. But yeah, so I'm very excited to see. I kind of fucked that turn out. How that'll look now with, you know, and kind of for the modern, in the latest updates. So hard to do. Can't see anything. Hit the brakes. They'll fly right by. Yeah, mountain driving is a lot of fun. Gotta have a good Jake brake. Luckily, we do, but the problem is, I feel like, and I don't know, maybe we need a more powerful engine. I'm just not sure. I don't generally want a more powerful engine.
but the Jake brake, it's so like, like it is immediate. It doesn't feel like I'm gradually. Even with this one, it feels pretty, you know, like it's not only is it's not slowly stopping us or keeping, you know, bringing us to like a slow down speed. It's like actually like applying brakes, which is good and all don't get me wrong, but like it just doesn't feel even how it used to be. So I'm just not sure if maybe I had the wrong engine setting. I know it was the sound, but it's also in a different truck, so that could also do things, explain things, different transmission. I don't know, man. I'm just work here. Like going, you know, 15 miles an hour with the Jakes is fun, but it's only fun when you're keeping the speed, that super low speed, instead of it actually bringing us to a stop. But that's okay. That was to hit the brakes. Okay. Oops. God knows there it goes. Terrible turn. Es terrible. I see, I think they want us to go this way, then like do a wraparound or something. Also, I did not raise my shit up. No point now, but we will. I guess there's no point in it. Fucking drop it. Keep it on the asphalt, son. It says do not enter, but guess what? I got air ride, baby. We're using it. Alright, we're good. Excuse me. See what I'm saying? It just looks fucking good. Tucking that wheel and all that. Oops. Oops. Yeah, don't fucking do that. We can do that, I guess, just in case. What's up, taters? Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate you very much. Here. Oops, that's what we're doing. Turn out the lights. Bam. We're hauling a couple Tesla trucks. Where the hell is this? Port, not Port. That was the last one. I didn't remember. I mean, it's pretty good, you know. Like, that water looks really good, and everything is meant to, like, look good, kind of like from a distance, driving, you know. It's a driving game. It's not a, you know, a nature game. It's not like, you know, Red Dead Redemption. And I think most people understand that. They understand that, like, yeah, the blades of grass are kind of two-dimensional, and that's also how the game is optimized pretty dang well. There's our truck. It's crazy how good this game looks, and it's crazy how good the game can look too. I know our game will look decent, you know, through the stream, hopefully. But like some people's games look just super good. do. Alright. That's probably about it. That's about it right there. Okay. Alright. Yeah, if this was real life, we'd have to pop the hood, throw some oil in this thing, then set off. Thank God for the game, right? Ooh, up we go. I love that it's like a switch. I was gonna say that sounded low. Fuck you. Let's grenade the transmission. Oh, look at that Grand National. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Watch out, Ram truck. Well, you shouldn't have fucking done that. Explain that to your insurance. I'm gonna have to explain that, I'm sure. Because we're not stopping. Can't swap insurance if you don't have any. They don't want you to know I know this. Oh yeah, you know this trailer, because you can have a couple little, it's not like a heavy haul trailer, there's a few oversized little dealios, so I did put some, add some beacons on the back. Yes, yes, just in case. Just in case, just in case. Have a switch. Yep. Y'all know me, I like my toggle switches. Toggles over rockers every day. On there for safety. I think it's really just around the corner. Should have gotten that lane, and then I think just keep it up. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, now I could go this way. Or this way. So many options. Look at those. We're Home Depot. Alright. Heck yeah. Well, yeah. Beautiful. 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 It's very violent. Very quick. Alright, well thank you everybody for watching. Real quick, before I go, I am gonna just in case. I might try to stream tomorrow. I might not. Just kind of, we'll see. So, there's some gifted memberships just randomly given. Thank you everybody. I really truly appreciate anybody that watches, rewatches, whether you're watching live or rewatching this. Thank you so much, whether you're active in the chat or just lurking. I really appreciate it. Hit the like button. Does really help the stream and the channel. Subscribe if you like what you saw. Maybe you want to see some more. I do want to get back into the swing of some things. And usually for me, ATS is a great way to do that. So thank you everybody for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one, and be safe, stay warm. Yeah, thank you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.